Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Fallout 76 video on the channel. It's Friday, which means it is top 5 camps time, and this week was ridiculous. It was like, I think there was about 20 submissions, and the quality of builds this week, honestly guys, was insane. I actually had 10 builds, which I could have done a top 10 with, but I thought, no, then it's like, I've just got to keep it competitive, keep the top 5 as is, so that's it. And we also have, I think, one feature at the end, but we'll wait and see. So if you guys enjoy, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and let's dive straight in to this week's top 5 camp builds. Alright guys, up at number 5 this week we have an absolutely beautiful build by Chizer19. This thing looks absolutely fantastic. I love the location of it. I like the fact that it's built next to water and stuff, and I just really like the overall feel of the place. I like the different use of the walls, the fences, everything about this build is just done perfectly. Like the decorating inside as well. Like this week, one of the most amazing things about these builds is the quality of decorating inside of people's camps this week. Like it literally looks like a home in real life, a lot of these builds this week. Like even the ones I didn't show, there was some amazing efforts being put in to the builds this week. Honestly, it is unbelievable. But the light in this build looks brilliant. I love that red lighting in the background there. I think that looks brilliant. But the space, everything about it just looks fantastic. Like lots of open space, yeah, everything's full and like got lots of items dotted around there, and it just looks fantastic. Now the thing I really love about this build as well is when you come to the kind of upstairs secret lab type of section thing of it, and it just looks awesome. Like here we go here. So it comes upstairs. I actually like the use of the concrete walls either side there. I think that's a nice little touch, but this is built into like kind of like the side of a cliff face. Now look at this, how awesome does that look there? I think it looks fantastic. But awesome job, Chizer. Congrats on number 5 this week. Alright guys, this week's number 4 is going to be by Hitbit. This is a really unique, really cool looking camp, and this one is based on the book of Alice in Wonderland. Now, I just love the fact that this thing actually like looks like a book. It's got the layers to it. Like what a genius idea, actually stacking them lockers on top of each other to give the kind of book, this kind of depth of the actual pages that's involved there. I think that was brilliant. And I love this kind of pop out images that you made inside. It's got lots of like little Easter eggs as well. There's the little mad cat thing in the tree, that looks brilliant. And then you've got like the Mad Hatter down the bottom. You've got so much stuff going on. It looks awesome. Here's a little Easter egg revolving around the actual like Alice's dinner party. It looks really cool. And there's the castle of the evil queen, I believe. It's just, honestly, what a great build this is. Every build this week, honestly, if it was another week, could have genuinely been number 1. Even some of the builds that I didn't show this week could have been a number 1 build. Like, it has been insane. The competition this week, guys, is just out of this world. Everyone in the competition scored over 40 this week, which is insane. So congrats, and congrats to Hitbit for making number 4. Remember guys, if you want to check out anyone involved, the links for their channels are down below, so make sure you check them out and subscribe if you enjoy their builds. Coming in at number 3 this week, we have the return of Nuka Megs, and this is her ice cream shop called What's the Scoop. Now this thing is really beautifully done. I love the attention to detail. I look at the lettering here, made into an ice cream. That is just brilliant. I love the colours, and I love this little desk thing you've got going on here with the glass wall in the middle with a bar bundle set. I think it's a Slocum Joe's bar bundle set that you've got dotted around it as well. You've got 2 mirrors there to give that blackboard a kind of or chalkboard, sorry, I don't know, but whatever. But it's got like a kind of outline to it and stuff, and it really adds a nice touch. But look at all the decorating and stuff. Everything seems just perfectly fitted in there. I love the use of them ritual Mothman light, whatever you call the actual name of them. That looks really good. But I just really like the entire build. The color, the decorating, everything about it is just absolutely spot on. So brilliant job this week, Nuka Megs. Nice to see you back into the top 5. I think you made a few appearances now over time, and this one is up there with one of your best, and I just really like the overall feel of the place. It's very welcoming, very cozy, and just looks great, and enjoyed the video as well. So nicely done, and congratulations this week for number 3. Alright guys, now this week's number 2 might be a big surprise for a lot of people, but this is just my opinion, so make sure you let me know your opinions down below. But this build's by Smokey, and for me this build was just absolutely beautiful. You guys know I have a soft spot for law-friendly builds, and I think this one was just done perfectly. I love the shop window, very nicely done there. A lot of people do them now, it looks great. It's been around for a while, so it's nothing new, but it just looks great when it has been done. But look inside it, everything's done absolutely greatly. Like all the areas are filled build with scrap and junk. It's a very scrappy, junky build. You've got the display cases in the floor there, making a kind of countertop for the shop, and it just looks absolutely just perfect. Like when we go upstairs, I know it's not the most colourful, standout, eye-catching build, but this thing for me was just done so well. Like the attention to detail, the amount of time and effort just to fill every gap, like the toolbox in the weapons bloody crafting bench there. I know it's such a simple thing, but a lot of people just leave it, and I know a lot of people's done it before, but it's just a nice little touch. All the clocks, all the stuff all over the walls, the artwork and everything's just so well placed and dotted in perfectly. Like, look at all the scrap in the corner there, no empty space whatsoever. There's no gaps between any of the workbenches, everything's filled in, and it just reminded me of a proper Fallout kind of lore-friendly build. So I really loved it. I know it won't be everyone's cup of tea. Some people prefer the more colourful builds, but for me, this one had to be up there. I just thought it was absolutely spot on. So brilliant job, Smokey. Congratulations on number 2 this week. And that brings us to number 1 this week. And number 1 this week for me had to be Vapid Valentine. This thing is beautiful. I think it's based, I think the name of it and stuff was based on like a kind of storybook house that you'd see in like a fairy tale type of thing. But look at this, like how on earth does some of these builds get done in Adventure? Honestly, like this is insane. This is all done in Adventure as according to the template and stuff, so don't judge me, I haven't got this one wrong. I'm going off the template. It's insane though, absolutely magnificent. It just looks great. I love the use of the stones at the front. I love the actual location choice and stuff. I think that's really nicely done. I like the use of the fence and stuff as well. It gives a kind of mysterious, abandoned vibe to it. The lighting looks great as well with the orange glow coming through the walls there. And when you come inside, remember what I was saying about the builds this week being decorated perfectly? Just look at this. It's just absolutely spot on. Everything is in a kind of realistic location. It all looks like a proper lived-in home, and it's just absolute perfection. I couldn't put this build down in any way. I couldn't think of any negatives to drop it down a couple of points to kind of, I don't know, just to kind of be critical. I just couldn't think of anything. It all just fits in so well, and it was just really, really well done. So awesome job, Vapid Valentine. This week's number 1 camp build, back at the top, and it just looks awesome. So congrats. And yeah, thank you everyone for getting involved this week. Alright guys, so before we go anywhere, here is a feature for this week, and this feature is by Slim Pickett. This is some form of ship boat thing going through the sky, and then it gets attacked by the Kraken, which looks absolutely awesome. Really cool, unique idea. I really enjoyed this one. And the thing I really liked about it was the actual fact that you put the rocks down the bottom, making it look like it's coming out the ground, and then the tentacles actually kind of form into the ship, we'll call it. And it's as if the tentacles have gone through, it's grabbed a hold of the ship, and it just looked really cool. The one thing I didn't understand was this room. I don't know why you did it all in here. It was a very interesting, unique look. It kind of reminded me of a shelter or something, but it looked really cool nonetheless. And yeah, nice build all round, Slim. That's it for this week's top 5 camp builds though, guys. I'm going to do a quick shout out and a little mention to everyone's builds this week, because they were just ridiculous, guys. Honestly, I had to message Uranium Favor and get his thoughts and opinions on it, and we kind of talked over them. We were like, right, these are all extremely good builds, and just like, what can I do to kind of squash the list down? So we both decided collectively that we would go for the most unique ideas, stuff that we hadn't really seen before, or something done in a certain way that was completely different. And that's why I chose the list that we ended up ending on there. So I hope you guys all did enjoy. It was a very, very tough week, very cool, and yeah, just all round very hard decision. So thank you, because it made it a really enjoyable week. I was just watching it, really enjoying each and every build. It was awesome. So thank you very much. Quick shout out to everyone that got involved. Weir, thank you very much, mate. Golthiel, I really liked your build. The only thing was, I thought it was a little bit similar to some of the ones I think you've done in the past, or one of the ones that you've done in the past. So that kind of knocked me down a couple of things for you. Maka, really enjoyed your build as well, mate. Great location choice. The Real Dr. X, very nice build as well. We've also got Milne, who did a full glass building to show off the love of the lovely glass walls recently. Slim, thank you, mate. Chizza, just beautiful build, as you guys seen. I really enjoy your builds, Chizza, so please keep getting involved. Really enjoy seeing them. I think it's the second time you've placed now, if I'm not wrong. We also had Frida and Leth, who did an insane condensed build. There was like every single workbench was squashed into an entire room, which was mad. So awesome job with that. We had Fuzzbrian, who did a really good video, to be fair. If you enjoy watching these long videos where people go do a full talk through the camp, the ideas behind everything. Definitely check out Fuzzbrain on YouTube. We did a really good build of that and a nice walk around. We've also got TX Chick Gaming, who did a really awesome camp. This one was it was a power armor repair shop, and there was a crane in it, like carrying down a power armor in a display case, which looked absolutely awesome. So shout out to you for that, TX, because that looked fantastic. Great job. Vapid, congrats on number 1. Monster from the Uranium Fever Gang did a Qubit game thing in the game. That looked really cool. Nice job with that. We also had Lady H with a nice build. Markalot, I really enjoyed your build. I think you did it to absolute perfection. The only thing was I've seen about 4 people do the Stranger Things by his house now. So that was the only thing. I thought I can't do it again, but it looked awesome. Like, you absolutely nailed it. So brilliant job with that. We also had Smokey, who of course has been involved now. Nuka Megs, Aussie Kitty Cat, beautiful, perfect tree houses they were. The only thing was I have seen something similar to that in the past. That was the only thing. But other than that, you were in the top 9 or 10 it was for the shortlist. So brilliant build with that. Hitbit, brilliant stuff. And then we had Nuclear Patty with Greedy Newt's build, which honestly guys, there's a current thing going around by Vladimir Strader Gaming and also Lucy Jane, where they do the hashtag shop till you drop. I think I spoke about it in a previous week. And honestly, Greedy Newts was beautiful. It was just so much squash stuff in there. It looked fantastic. So check that out if you get a chance. But that's it, guys. That's everyone that got involved. I've gone through the list now. Thank you, everyone. If you want to check out anyone, the links are down in the description. And yeah, thank you all for watching.
Thank you for your cooperation.